It's 6:30 a.m. You open your work laptop, and the screen instantly goes black. You've been fired by an automated email sent while you were sleeping, and your access to every internal system is already gone. Many of the people currently facing these mass layoffs are veterans who dedicated a decade or more to firms like Google and Oracle. They followed every societal rule and maintained high performance, yet they are being locked out of the very systems they helped build. For generations, Indian engineers have relied on a rigid blueprint, a societal script that promises guaranteed wealth. By following this well-worn path through the tech sector, professionals expected a lifetime of stability that is now vanishing. This guaranteed path to success is fractured. Relying on the rigid rules of the previous decade in an AI-driven market leads directly to sudden, quiet obsolescence. Phase 1 of the script is crack. It begins with the heavy obsession with cracking the 10th grade boards and the JEE to secure a seat in a prestigious college. This pressure transforms education into a high-stakes academic rat race from childhood. Inside these traditional institutions, students often spend a third of their time in irrelevant labs and memorizing tech theories that are 20 years old. The curriculum prioritizes rote learning over the specialized skills the modern industry actually demands. Phase 2 is switch. This corporate cycle encourages engineers to jump jobs every 2 years. Driven by peer pressure, they chase 30% salary hikes, rather than focusing on building foundational expertise. Phase 3 is EMI. Many tech professionals chain themselves to heavy debt, purchasing houses, cars, and high-end phones on credit. This financial burden traps them in the cycle, making them too afraid to take the risks necessary for a changing market. The American dream sold by mass recruiters often looks different in reality. Instead of a lavish Silicon Valley lifestyle, many engineers spend years in rural U.S. towns, living as misers to save enough money to cover their mounting debts back home. This 3-part script creates a culture of complacency. It prepares engineers to be service workers who are easily replaced when the next wave of disruption hits. Artificial intelligence is currently dismantling specific roles: mundane bookkeeping, simple API writing, and basic service-level coding. This chart shows the projected collapse of these entry-level service positions over the next 3 years. Tech companies now prioritize efficiency above all else. Stock markets reward firms that cut overhead, and an automated system can perform these routine tasks at a fraction of the cost of a human veteran. India is particularly vulnerable. Having spent decades as service providers rather than foundational builders, millions of workers now find their primary value, routine software maintenance, being automated. Career survival now requires aggressive, daily upskilling. Standing still has become a direct path to professional extinction. Consider how the elite tier of the industry operates. Global giants like LinkedIn and Amazon receive millions of applications every year. They instantly reject 97% of them. These rejections happen because candidates rely on generic, degree-focused resumes. They lack the deep specialization and hands-on proof of work that high-end tech companies require to solve their most complex problems. To enter this top tier, you need language-agnostic problem-solving. These firms seek engineers who can solve complex data structure challenges on the fly, whether they code in Java, code in Python, or languages not yet invented. They also test for system design for the unknown. Interviewers often present massive, hypothetical problems that have never been solved before, judging your ability to architect a solution that can scale for billions of people. Finally, there is the bar raiser rule. To get hired, you must prove you are measurably better than at least 75% of the existing team. Every new hire is expected to increase the group's overall capability. A college degree might put your name in the pile, but these specialized, adaptable skills are the only thing that keeps you in the room. While the world focuses on current AI, the next disruption is already emerging. Standard computers are limited to binary logic, a rigid toggle of zeros and ones. Quantum computing uses qubits, which allow for infinite overlapping computational possibilities. This represents a massive leap in processing power. Encryption and algorithms that would take current machines years to process could be solved by quantum systems in a few hours. Industries requiring massive computation, from pharmaceutical gene mapping to global financial encryption, are already shifting their R&D budgets toward these systems. Because these breakthroughs can reduce research timelines from years to weeks, companies are offering top-tier compensation for architects who can build foundational large concept models. Market rewards are moving toward visionaries building this foundational infrastructure. The highest financial returns in the next decade will build to those who can bridge the gap between AI and quantum logic. Rewriting your career script means moving away from the obsession with cracking exams. Your focus must shift toward the pursuit of deep, specialized knowledge. Replace the urge to switch jobs for minor raises with a mindset focused on building fundamental value. Instead of accumulating debt through EMIs, focus on the daily compounding of your own technical skills. The tech industry has evolved into a volatile arena where adaptability is the primary currency. Predictable factory pipelines no longer exist. Your future security depends entirely on your willingness to learn what's coming tomorrow, rather than resting on the credentials you earned yesterday.